Mediocrity does not sit too well with me. Shout out to Laquita T. Scott for this quote and collective. If you clicked on this message, it's because nothing about you was ever basic, okay? And I say that in the most humbling way possible, right? Because again, over on my channel, I don't stroke egos, but I just state facts, right? And this is just who you are, collective. Like nothing ever has been basic or, um, you know, below a certain level with you. You've always had standards and high expectations for yourself, you know? This could stem from a need to please your parents from childhood, or maybe they were overcritical over you, so you've always had these unrealistic expectations. But now you hold yourself to a higher standard, okay? And you've always had this standard about yourself where you value yourself, you know? And it's like you have this energy of you always want to make sure you're at your best or strive for your best, you know? So you might have in school been someone who's accelerated, like in class, like you were at the top of your game, you know? You were the ones with the A's and the B's, and you were the one in school where people would ask you for help on their homework or their assignments or their reports, you know, like you were always that go-to person. Even probably in your family, you're very crafty and savvy, so you're a go-to person for something in your family. You might be known for something in your family, like, oh, okay, well, go to collective. Collective is really, you know. And so this has always been with you. This has always followed you throughout your life. You know, you have this elevated way of thinking and elevated way of living, you know? Like you value luxury, you value just being all good things. And I'm not even just talking materialistic. Like, so you value luxurious friendships, luxurious connections and relationships. So, you know, when you're in a relationship or when you're dealing with friends or family, you pour into them like gold. You know what I'm saying? Like every time that people experience, you are an experience. You're a luxurious experience at that, collective. Like you make people feel good, seen and heard. You make them feel expensive. You make them feel exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like you make people really feel important. This is you. You know what I'm saying? And so, like even the clothes that you wear, even your style, like again, you don't have to be into like name brand and real flashy, but you're of quality. You're a person of quality. So you don't have to have name brand, but you're still going to present yourself in a professional way that's attractive, you know? Everything you do, you want your best, you know what I'm saying? So this is just who you are, and I'm just here to remind you of who you are, you know, and don't let people tell you differently or make you feel differently, because you know who you are. You know, you're very quality oriented, so you don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that you do have, you know, they'll ride or die for you. They'll show up for you. They'll they'll do anything for you. This is the type of person you are, right? When you work on assignments and projects, and everything you do touches gold, turns to gold or platinum or diamond, because that's just who you are by nature. You strive to be the best. You are of high caliber, you know? Nothing about you is basic, collective. Nothing, okay? Nothing at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not a person who sits high and looks low. You're not a snooty person that has your nose up to the air and you just feel like you can't be involved with anything. No. That's furthest from the truth. You know, you're a people person. You love people. You love helping people. You know, you're not too good for anything. It's just you are of high quality. This is just who you are. Everything you do, you want to do with care and quality. And this is why people appreciate you too, you know, because who doesn't want high quality? Who doesn't want to appreciate the finer things in life, the luxuries of life, you know? And spiritually, this is who you are. Emotionally, this is who you are. This is why people gravitate towards you. Like you you stand out in the crowd, you know, because of this and because you wear it. Like your energy is, your energy just says luxury. It says expensive. It says celebrity. You know, that's your energy. So it's just so funny because like you couldn't even hide this if you wanted to, collective. Like, and maybe you try, like people made you feel guilty about yourself, about this good aspect about yourself, but you're naturally confident in who you are, you know. That's just what you do, you know. And now you've owned it and you live in it, you know. And anybody who comes in contact with you, it's a experience with you, and it's a luxurious one. Like they want to come back for more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really got people out here talking, and when people mishandle you, you know, and you aren't in their lives, they miss that because once you leave their life, they feel basic, they feel downgraded. You know what I'm saying? Like when people mistreat you and they have no other choice but to downgrade because they find out that other people aren't like you. They're not of high quality. They don't want the best for everybody. Some people aren't selfish, you know, whatever, but you're one of one, collective. So people really appreciate who you are, and you value yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? And nothing about you will ever be basic. You know, you can make literally anything look good. And you do make everything look good. Even the most basic, boring, mundane thing. Like, it could be something boring, like a routine that y'all do every day at work. Like, or like brushing your teeth or going to the shower or walk in the park. It's little basic stuff. You make look cool, collective. You make people want to do it. Like, you bring back the fun and the magic to everything. That's who you are. Okay? Nothing about you is basic. I'm going to keep saying it, okay? Collective, who am I talking to? Because I know I'm not just talking to myself. All right, if this sounds like you, if this message resonates, let me know down in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear from you. Okay, and if this is your first time here on my channel, please, if you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for checking me out. I really appreciate it. And I love y'all guys. You know, we are growing and we are flowing. And thank y'all for just continue to support me all together. You know, it's Karkar. I'm signing out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.